Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a wealth-building journey. In the suburbs of Hawaii, two fathers lived contrasting lives that would set the stage for an extraordinary financial education. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the best-selling book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, was fortunate to have been influenced by both of these men, his biological father, whom he referred to as Poor Dad, and his best friend's father, whom he called Rich Dad. This is the story of how these two influential figures and the financial lessons they imparted transformed Robert's life and ignited a journey toward financial freedom. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the early years. As a young boy, Robert Kiyosaki was intrigued by the differing approaches to money exhibited by his two dads. His biological father, Poor Dad, was a well-educated man with a stable job as a government employee. He believed in the traditional path to financial security: go to school, get good grades, find a safe job, save money, and live within your means. This, he believed, would ensure a comfortable life. On the other hand, Rich Dad, the father of Robert's best friend, was an entrepreneur and investor. He did not have a formal education, yet he was financially successful. Rich Dad's approach to wealth building was unconventional. He believed in the power of financial education, taking calculated risks, and investing in assets that generated income. He often emphasized the importance of financial literacy and thinking beyond the confines of a 9-to-5 job. The power of financial education. The first major lesson that Robert learned from Rich Dad was the significance of financial education. Rich Dad believed that schools did a poor job of teaching children about money. He explained that it was essential to understand the language of money, concepts like assets, liabilities, income, and expenses. These, he argued, were the building blocks of financial success. Rich Dad took Robert under his wing, teaching him how to read financial statements and make informed investment decisions. He explained that the key to building wealth was not just earning a high income, but also knowing how to manage and grow that income. This knowledge was the cornerstone of Robert's financial education: assets versus liabilities. One of the fundamental lessons that Rich Dad imparted was the difference between assets and liabilities. He defined assets as things that put money in your pocket, such as rental properties, stocks, or businesses. Liabilities, on the other hand, were things that took money out of your pocket, like mortgages, car loans, and credit card debt. Rich Dad emphasized the importance of acquiring income-generating assets and minimizing liabilities. He encouraged Robert to focus on building a portfolio of assets that would generate passive income, which could eventually cover his living expenses. Entrepreneurship and investment. Rich Dad was a firm believer in the power of entrepreneurship and investment. He encouraged Robert to think beyond the idea of working for a paycheck and instead strive to create businesses and invest in ventures that would generate wealth. Rich Dad's advice was not to shy away from taking calculated risks, but to approach them with a mindset of learning and growth. Robert took this advice to heart. He started his own businesses and began investing in real estate and stocks. He learned that successful entrepreneurs and investors were not immune to failure, but were willing to learn from their mistakes and adapt. Over time, these experiences honed his financial acumen and helped him build wealth. The importance of mindset. Perhaps the most profound lesson that Robert learned from Rich Dad was the power of mindset. Rich Dad believed that one's mindset played a crucial role in determining financial success. He often spoke about the difference between an employee mindset and an entrepreneur mindset. An employee mindset focused on job security, a steady paycheck, and the fear of taking risks. In contrast, an entrepreneur mindset embraced challenges, sought opportunities, and was not afraid of failure. Rich Dad taught Robert that to become financially independent, he needed to cultivate an entrepreneur mindset and be willing to think differently about money and wealth. The journey to financial freedom. Robert Kiyosaki's journey toward financial freedom was not without its challenges. He faced setbacks and obstacles along the way, but the lessons he learned from Rich Dad guided him through the ups and downs. Over time, he built a substantial portfolio of income-generating assets, achieved financial independence, and became a successful entrepreneur and author. Rich Dad, Poor Dad became not just a best-selling book, but a financial education movement. Robert Kiyosaki's story and the lessons he shared inspired countless individuals to take control of their financial destinies. The book's message resonated with people from all walks of life, encouraging them to seek financial education, invest wisely, and adopt an entrepreneur mindset. In conclusion, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a testament to the transformative power of financial education and mindset. Robert Kiyosaki's journey, influenced by the wisdom of two influential figures, serves as a roadmap for those seeking to achieve financial independence and build lasting wealth. It reminds us that, with the right knowledge and mindset, anyone can embark on a path toward financial freedom and create a more secure and prosperous future.